All right, we are back. I have callers waiting, which is really, really nice. I'm going to take the caller on line one. I'm going to hopefully help that individual, and then I'm going to take the caller on line two. Make sure caller on line two holds. Okay. Caller on line one, Michael Regan. Sorry to keep you holding during the commercial break.
Hello.
How are you, sir?
Oh, it's me. All right, great. I have sort of a dual question.
Sure.
I recently just got on Social Security.
Okay.
Okay, the first question is, okay, it's like a dual question out of the same thing. They're supposed to be, they started taking $99.90 out of my check.
Correct. That's for part B.
That's what they say, but they're taking 100, they're taking 100. I'm just wondering, how many millions of people is that extra 10 cents? Where's it going?
That's actually a great question.
Plus. I don't know if you can answer that, but maybe you could find out. Plus, that's the wrong program. I'm not supposed to be in that.
Okay, nice and slowly.
And how many people are they doing that to? And now they got free use of your money. It's just like your tax money. They got free use of it, and then you get you get your money back. After you file your taxes, they got free use of your money.
Okay, hold on one second. Hold on one quick second. Hold on. How young are you?
I just turned 65 in April.
Okay. This is what we call initial coverage election period, ICEP. It means you are turning 65. So your Medicare A and your Medicare B both say 4/1/2012 on your Medicare red, white, and blue card, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. The Part B premium, as in boy, for you and I, is $99.90. So that will come out. Are you collecting Social Security?
Yes.
Okay. So the $99.90, the government, which is CMS, Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services, they will take it directly right out of your Social Security check before they either mail you a check or deposit it right into your bank account.
But their own paperwork that they sent me said it's not supposed to cost me anything because I get so little. I'm not supposed to have to pay a darn thing.
Okay, so do you...
This is what's got me confused.
I'm here to help. That's what I'm here to help. If you've been listening to the show, the woman that called in and thanked me, I'm going to help you too. Are you married or are you single?
I just got back in the house. I'm sorry.
No problem at all. No problem. First of all, thanks for listening. Are you married or single?
Single.
Okay, single. Is your earned income higher than $24,800?
Oh, heck no. All I get is my Social Security stuff. It's like a 1 week paycheck.
Piece of cake. You're going to give me a call. Let me give you my agency phone number. I'm going to mail you a form today. Do you live in the greater Waterbury area?
Yes, I certainly do.
Do you drive?
No, not anymore.
Okay, do you have any access?
Listen, I can't do that.
Do you have any access to just maybe getting a ride to me? I can help you fill out a form that I can get you.
No, I can't walk that far.
Okay, no problem.
If I get off the bus, I can't walk that far.
We'll make this work. I'm here to help you. Let me give you a phone number. Tell me when you have a pen.
I got one.
Okay, 203-757-6099. 203-757-6099. Speak to Gene or Jasmine, who are in the office today. Tell them that you're listening to my radio show now, and tell them your name, not on the air. We don't do that here on the air. Tell them your name and your home address, and tell them to mail you a QMB form. Q, qualified, M, Medicare, B, beneficiary. I'm going to mail you a QMB form. You're going to leave me your name and your phone number and your address at the office. I will call you in a few days to make sure you received it. You and I will fill it out, and I will give you literally a 45-cent stamped envelope to mail it back to me, and I will take care of it just like I take care of my other clients. I will take care of it, and I will get you the money back for your Part B. Do you have some form of Medicare product?
Wait a minute. I don't know. I'm not sure what you mean by that.
Do you have anything other than Medicare A and Medicare B?
No.
Okay, I'm going to help you get that as well. It's a zero premium Medicare Advantage plan. Make sure you give your name and that you were the caller on the radio show. I will literally drive to your house if I have to. I will come out and I will get you a product that'll cover doctor visits and hospital visits, and everything will be subsidized through the QMB program. It's a federal program. If your income as a single male is under $24,800, you qualify for the program. I promise you I will help you.
Thank you.
All right, my pleasure. Make sure you call the staff. All right, good call.
Have a good day.
That's exactly why I'm here. I'm here to help. Yeah, good listener, good listener. All right, on line 2, thank you very much for waiting. Sorry to keep you waiting. Michael Regan, how are you?
Hi, Michael. It's Dr. Brian Chapman.
Dr. Brian Chapman, how are you, sir?
Good.
All right. So, why don't you tell my listeners, which is the reason I'm having you call in, this is a good time oldies show. Dr. William Pizzuto listens to it, and my focus is to promote your program. Go ahead and tell my listeners what we have when the program starts and how they can get some education at your fine university.
Sure. Well, what you're talking about is the Osier Lifelong Learning Institute at the University of Connecticut in downtown Waterbury. And it is designed for older adults who have some time on their hands and want to get into some learning that doesn't require any homework or any tests or anything like that. It's just a lot of fun, and it's low cost. And it's right at UCONN Waterbury in downtown. And they can call and get more information. Most of our members are, mid-60s to mid-80s.
Which is exactly my listening population. Perfect.
But it's for anybody who's free, particularly on Fridays. We have a June session coming up, and we offer these classes during the month of June. That's going to be our summer session. And they can call 203-236-9924 if they want additional information, or they can email Osher at UConn.edu. So the phone number is 203-236-9924 or Osher at UConn.edu. We call it Learning for the Joy of Learning. It's just a lot of fun.
It sure is. All right. So now, what great Medicare person are you going to have teaching there?
Well, evidently, it might be Michael Regan, because you and I talked recently, and you're interested in coming over and helping us out, provide this really important information.
Absolutely. I've already been talking to all my avenues, the Medicare, the pieces of the puzzle. I'm going to have a long-term care class. I'm going to have an annuities class. I'm going to have a power of attorney class. I'm going to have a Medicare 101 walkthrough. I'm going to have a representative from Social Security be a guest speaker at one of my episodes. Her name is Maria Grice. We're going to knock this class out of the park. I'm looking forward to doing it. I'm honored that you and Dr. Pizzuto have thought of me, Dr. Chapman. I can't tell you. My head is getting so big here in the studio. I'm excited. Yeah. I'm going to do it right. I'm going to do it for the listening public. So this is a good time oldies station. Nice and slowly explain the Osher Lifelong Learning Institute, and nice and slowly just give them their phone number. This isn't the most tech-savvy listening population yet.
That's all right.
All right.
And what I didn't mention is that, everything from Beethoven to Italian language to nutrition, dance, music, literature. But the phone number for older adults who just want to get involved in some learning for the fun of learning,
right,
they can call us at 203-236-9924 or email us at osher at UConn.
UCONN.
Right, .edu.
All right. Okay. That's Dr. Brian Chapman. He heads up the Osher Lifelong Learning Institute program. You and I will talk later in the afternoon. Good luck up in Hartford. Thank you so much for calling in. I will definitely have you as a guest in the studio, and I will make sure I bend over backwards to get this program off the ground and done right. I promise.
All right. Thanks so much, Mike. Really
Dr. Chapman, have a great day, and thank you so much for your interest in me.
You too.
All right. So what that is actually is, out of the blue, I'm at a luncheon at the Mattituck Museum, and I've known Dr. Pizzuto for years. We've known each other. A good friend of mine a steel company in Naugatuck, is very good friends with them. And I'm friends with the steel company. So Dr. William Pizzuto and I have seen each other in society for the past 15 years. So he comes up to me. He's like, hey, I listen to your show. And have you ever considered teaching here at UConn? I'm like, I was like, you talking to me? And he's like, yeah, I love the content. I like that you help people. So then I receive this eloquent package, nicely, UConn insignia on it. And it says, Dear Michael Regan, we love your content on the show. Would you consider being an instructor for our Osher Lifelong Learning Institute program on your topic? And I'm like, sure. So it's totally non-for-profit. The class is going to be to educate the people. There is some breaking news. I'm going to try to hold it to see if Maria Grice from Social Security is going to call in. But if she doesn't call in, Producer Tom at 10 of 1 will give me the cue. Just all good changes going on. So there's a new address for the Social Security, but I'm not going to stomp on anyone's toes. All right, so that's exciting. I'm going to be teaching at UConn. For the gentleman out there that has the dual question, Medicare A is free. The reason it's free is because you worked 40 fully satisfied quarters or 10 years, however you want to say it. So you get A when you turn 65 or you've been disabled for 24 months, but in his situation, he's turning 65 in April. So April 1947 is the gentleman's date of birth. He gets A, which is free. He's now being charged $99.90, but that is correct. You don't get Part B for free automatically. You have to actually do the paperwork to see if you qualify. The reason that the QMB program is here in the state of Connecticut is due to the fact that we are losing so many seniors to God's waiting room, a state called Florida. Hopefully you like that joke. God's waiting room is stealing Connecticut residents like you can't believe. It's expensive to live in Connecticut. So the federal government cut a program called CONPACE. The state of Connecticut actually cut it. But they cut a program, pharmaceutical assistance program, called CONPACE. So then in turn, people were eligible to apply for the QMB program. QMB, SLMB, those are for low-income subsidies. Now, I know some of you call my office during the week and get mad at me, but if the program's there and people can apply for it and qualify for it, I should talk about it. So it's not giving your money away. It's actually their money that they paid into the system. So the program's out there. The gentleman is going to need to get additional insurance because Medicare only covers 80% of every doctor bill. And let me pick on myself. I always protect HIPAA. But if you've been listening to the show, you would have heard my raspy voice. I've been dying. I actually have acute bronchitis and pneumonia. And my otolaryngologist, Dr. Decio de Escobar, great doctor, took care of me. Pinned me with 90 needles on my right arm, by the way. Painful. So anyway, I now have acute bronchitis and pneumonia. I tried to fight it the naturopath way and eat garlic, as my buddy John K. over at West End Auto Body would say, I got my garlic right here in the top drawer. Well, it doesn't always work, Johnny K. It doesn't always work like that. So anyway, I got the cold. He put me on an antibiotic. I'm still 2 weeks into it, coughing up green phlegm. My breathing is shot. I'm a triathlete. I'm in pretty good shape. And I'm like, God, I cannot breathe. So I, myself, go to the hospital where I was born yesterday. I go to St. Mary's Hospital to give some business to my buddy Elizabeth Pizzuto, who I love, who's actually changed my life, by the way. Betty, if you're listening out there. Love you like you can't believe. You've changed who I am and who G.S. Regan is to this day. So anyway, she's in charge of a big program over there at St. Mary's Hospital with the nursing. I was born there. Dr. Franklin Nijan gave birth to me. So I'm going to patronize my local hospital. I like Waterbury Hospital as well, but St. Mary's was just closer to the office. So I go in, and there's this like one-stop shopping now to the right. It's one-stop something. I was too sick to look up. But anyway, people were courteous. Now, in the gentleman's situation who called in, if he was on Medicare and he needed the chest x-ray, just like I needed it yesterday, and by the way, 100% fine, thank God. I was fine. No cancer, no spots, no nothing, just good old-fashioned cold, good old-fashioned infection. So anyway, the gentleman now has only Medicare A and B, right? So I'm using my scenario because I want to be HIPAA compliant. I go in, say the chest x-ray cost $500. The emergency, I went to the walk-in clinic, urgent care facility, copay, blah, 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 $400, whatever the script is for the radiologist, plus the urgent care facility charge. You would have to pay, and I hope you're listening out there, 20% of the bill. If you don't have anything other than Medicare, you're on the hook for 20% or $20 of every $100. So that caller that called in, give me a call at the office. Speak to my intelligent employees, 203-757-6099. Make an appointment. You said you took the bus line, so I obviously got to do my job. I'll have to come out to you on this one. We will put you with a zero premium Medicare Advantage plan because I don't feel with what you described to me that your income limits would justify buying a Medicare supplement. A Medicare supplement is running around $200 to $253 a month. It is for someone who has affluent savings, who wants to be able to go to any doctor, any hospital in the country that takes Medicare assignment. With a Medicare Advantage plan, you must stay in the network of doctors. And why am I going there? Because now it's time to go back to my topic of the day. For years, the president and his congressional accomplices have been telling us that the Medicare Advantage program is too costly. As Obama claimed during a 2009 interview with ABC's George Stephanopoulos, we are spending a lot of money subsidizing the insurance companies around something called Medicare Advantage. Well, those are the zero premium plans that are out there. And if we eliminate that and other programs, we could potentially save not Obama himself, but the administration, which he particularly was speaking, though, to George Stephanopoulos, a potential $200 billion. This canard was the pretext for the massive slashes in Medicare Advantage funding he authorized when he signed into Obamacare. Well, it's actually called health care reform, but us agents call it Obamacare. As the election year approached, however, that's this year, 2012, November, the president re-election team evidently noticed a potential problem. And this is what Marianne was asking me at the Cupcake Wars. The seniors most likely to be affected by these Medicare Advantage cuts were due to find out about the cuts just a few weeks before the November election. As you hear me preach on the show constantly, annual election period, AEP, is October 15th through December 7th. They've changed it. It used to notoriously be November 15th through December 31st, but now as of 2012, it's the first year, and it's going to be here to stay. The reason being is it was cutting too much into Hanukkah and into Christmas or into the holidays in general. Let's put it that way. So CMS, Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services, changed it from that period, November 15th through December 31st, to the new AEP period, October 15th through December 7th. So, in the report it says, as Benjamin E. Sass and Charles Hurt report said, open enrollment for Medicare Advantage begins 3 weeks before the voters go to the polls. It's hard to imagine a bigger electoral disaster for a president than seniors in a crucial state like Florida, Pennsylvania, and Ohio discovering that he's taken away their beloved Medicare Advantage just weeks before an election. And it is no exaggeration to say that Medicare Advantage is beloved. Beloved is true. Medicare Advantage is working. It is not working. Yes, there are reports that people have a lot of expenses once they get on it. And original Medicare is the best. Medicare A, Medicare B, and a Medicare supplement. But in certain situations, people can't afford every month for a husband and wife $253.50 for the good plan F. $253.50 is $507. Producer Tom's telling me it's time for a commercial break. We'll be back, and I'll explain this at length.